Been a bit of a strange season so far. We're exceeding board expectations by finishing in the top half, but we sit outside the promotion playoffs, and if you all remember, we were favourites to win this league. We're on a 9-game unbeaten run, and today we take on 2 teams in the top 3. Win them, and we're back in the promotion hunt. Lose them, and we face missing out on the playoffs again. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to part 7 of Tier 8 to Greatness with Wroxham FC. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. It's all over and done with now. We've all eaten all the turkey and the gammon and the beef and the potatoes and the veg and all that. And now it's back to the nitty gritty of a promotion hunt in Tier 8 of English football. We currently sit 6th in the division. If you remember, we were favourites to win after all the pre-season signings and stuff. We were favourites to win the division, but it hasn't quite gone to plan, although we're doing what the board have asked of us because they just wanted a top half finish. As I said, currently 6th in the division, a point away from Stockton in 5th. We are 8 points off the top. Grimsby Borough at the top of the table, 8 points away from them with 8 games to go. Although we do play them on the last game of the season, so if we can continue our unbeaten run, which currently stands at 9 games, we may be in with a chance of a top of the table win or bust situation at the end of the season, but that seems a long way off today. Like I said, we're on a 9-game unbeaten run. We're going to look at the schedule, fixture list, whatever you want to call it. You see we beat Liver's Edge in our last game 2-0. Too many draws. Far too many draws. In that 9-game unbeaten run, we've only won 3 of them. So for me, that's 6 games where we've dropped points. That's 12 points dropped. Get another 3 wins out of that, and we are right in the hunt for automatic promotion. Only lost 1 game since the end of November. Matt Hall, the goalkeeper, is asking to leave. He he was moaning about the lack of depth at centre back, etc, etc. He didn't show up for training. Then he didn't show up for training again, and then he conceded 5 goals in a game against Ossett United, who were at the time about 15th, 16th in the division. So I dropped him. I let him rot on the bench, and since then we've only lost 1 game, which was a home game against Stockton just before Christmas. Like I said, since then 9 games unbeaten, but 6 of those games have been draws. We have kept 3 clean sheets in our last 4 games, and we have won 2 of our last 3. We need to go into today's game looking good. Like the first game, we need to get a decent result. It's away from home. We then play Matlock at home. And if we go back, where are we going back to? If we go all the way back to October, I believe. Yeah, we played Matlock away and got a 2-2 draw. That was in the last episode, wasn't it? So I've played a lot off camera. As I said before, I wanted to get most of the season played, the first couple of seasons. I want to try and get up to sort of tier 6 before I start coming back regularly, etc. Although the way it's going, if we get stuck at this tier for much longer, it's going to be a difficult one to get out of. We've got no money. If we look at our finances, we're 315,000 in debt. So, yeah, £315,073 in debt. We're losing money hand over foot. We've got no transfer budget. Our wage budget, we're spending underneath it, but we still can't afford to bring in any new players. We lost £6,000 already this month, and it's not going well. So unless there's going to be a takeover pretty soon, our financial status is insecure. We ain't got any money. So it will be... It's one of those things that's just going to get monotonous and very boring very quickly. We'll get to the end of a season. We won't get promoted. We'll lose most of our players, bring in some new ones of similar or slightly better ability, then go for another season. And the way it's going, I don't want to be stuck in tier 8 for too long. I have had other job offers from teams in the higher tier. So I'm going to finish this season. We'll go next season, see what happens. But if it's looking like we're not going to get promoted next season, I may turn tier 8 to greatness into a journeyman. But we'll see how that goes first. Right, the team to take on Dunstan, who are currently 2nd in the division, is Davis in goal, Shepherd, Sinclair, Dickens, Wilder, Wasmer, Cox, Sagaff, Roberts, Hawkins and Pitcher. None of you are going to know who Sagaff is, so let's have a quick introduction. Mohamed Sagaff, we signed him back in November, and he's come in and done an excellent job. For some reason, it tells me his best role is as a winger, although he's only accomplished there. He's natural in the centre of midfield. Brought him in. He's played 14 games for us, 2 assists, 2 goals on a 7.08. He's a 4-star current ability and a 5-star potential player. He's on £210 a week, so he's costing a little bit more than what a lot of our players are. But he has been a very, very good player for us, and hopefully he will continue to do so. And that is the team. I have tried to bring in a few more players, but every single time I try to sign someone, they get picked up by someone else. There was one player in particular. He hadn't played for anyone for nearly 2 seasons. He was a free agent, hadn't played for anyone for nearly 2 seasons, or like a season and a half. I took him on trial for a couple of weeks. He looked like he fitted into our team perfectly. Offered him a contract. As soon as I offered him a contract, 5 other teams offered him a contract. It wouldn't happen in real life, would it? Wouldn't happen in real life. I don't know why the game does it. If a player hasn't been wanted for a year and a half or a season and a half, then let me have them. They would have fitted into my team perfectly. But I didn't get them. So I haven't been able to sign anyone else. We're keeping the core of the team as it is and hoping that we can get ourselves back into that promotion race. And here we go. We're underway against Dunstan. They've been playing quite well, Dunstan. They're second in the league. They're in with a massive chance of getting automatic promotion, especially if they win here. And they are on top to begin with. They've had 5 shots already, only 1 on target. But can we get an attack? It's through to Hawkins. Hawkins goes back to Sagaff. Sagaff bursts through, shoots, and it's over the bar. Almost a brilliant finish from Sagaff. I said he's been a good player for us. Would have showed it if he had scored a blinder straight away, wouldn't it? There's Shepherd with a poor clearance when he had time to do anything. And their attack goes past the post or over the bar. I didn't quite see. We have had more shots on target than what they have, although they've had more shots and they've got more possession. So it's a pretty even game by the looks of things here. We're going to get another highlight before half time, hopefully, or are they going to hit us on the break? They're going to hit us on the break. Sass is breaking down the left. Shepherd is just standing off him, doesn't go in for the tackle. Chukwu puts in the cross, it's deflected, and Davis claims it and clutches it gratefully to his chest. What it normally says down at the bottom there. Davis with the long clearance. Finds Roberts on the right. Can he get a cross in? He turns back, goes back to Cox. Cox with the cross. Pitcher hits the post. Pitcher heads it onto the post. And the woodwork denies us the opening goal of this game. And here's Shepherd with a corner. Swings it in. And it's cleared back out. He's going to get a second attempt. Plays it to Wasmer, who shoots. And yeah, that wasn't ever trouble in the goal. And it's 0-0 at half time. Both had 8 shots. We've had 3 on target. They've only had 1. So our XG is more. They've had a bit more possession than us and completed more passes. But it's only the woodwork that has denied us the opening goal in that game. If we keep playing as we are, we may get the victory here. I don't really want another draw. A draw ain't the worst result in the world. It's better than a defeat. It's still another point on the board. But we've drawn 6 of our last 9. And really, I want to be winning games. Davis with a goal kick. Goes long. Wasmer heads it to Hawkins, who goes to Pitcher. Plays a lovely ball through. He finds Roberts. Roberts one-on-one with a goalkeeper. Shoots and he scores! Damn Roberts. Gives us the lead against Dunstan. And if we get all 3 points here, we should jump back into the top 5. And if results go our way, we might not be too far off the top of the table. Great finish from Roberts. Brilliant vision from Pitcher. And we are ahead against the team who sits second in the table. Although they're going to come at us straight away, aren't they? Ball over the top. Fowler takes it on his chest, shoots, and he scores as well. Michael Fowler, his 32nd goal of the season, it said there. He's quite good, isn't he? Might give him a little scout if Dunstan don't go up. But again, defensive positioning was awful. The goalkeeper stuck in no man's land. It was a fantastic finish, though. Fowler's only on a 6.3 despite scoring that goal. So he's played quite poorly for the rest of it. Was that Dickens, I think, got the clearance after the goalkeeper error. What is happening here? What actually just happened? Again, the defensive errors, the stupid things that happen in this game have come back to bite us in the arse. It's like, here, it should have been a tackle, didn't tackle him. Lets him run in. It's cleared, it's shot against... So he clears it against the Dunstan player. It bounces back and then it gets headed into an empty net. We're going to go very attacking for the last few minutes of this game and hope that we can get another goal. Here's Shepherd with a throw-in to Roberts, to Cox. Cox shoots, nothing comes of it, and it's cleared. But Shepherd, can he keep the attack alive? Goes back to Sinclair. Sinclair, the ball over the top. And their goalkeeper comes and claims it, and it looks like we're going to lose. I said it before, if we lose these two games in this episode, that the chances of even finishing in the playoffs are going to be pretty slim. And there's another goal from Michael Fowler. The goalkeeper has completely just flung himself on the floor with no real attempt at saving the ball. And once again, the joys of this match engine, the defensive mishaps, the goalkeepers doing things that they wouldn't do in real life like that, have let us down. And yeah, this game is becoming very unenjoyable to play. I don't mind losing games. If we lose games, we lose games. It happens in real life. A team loses. You don't always win every game. You can't win every game. But it's when it's always a defensive mishap. It's like 9 times out of 10, it's either that ball over the top that our defence just stand there and get beaten, or it's a defensive mishap, or the goalkeeper does something that they wouldn't do in real life. I don't like what I just saw from this team. And now that means that our chances of automatic promotion are probably dead. We're not going to win the league. And the chances of finishing in the playoffs are probably very slim as well. We're now 4 points away from Stockton. We're 10 points off the top. Dunstan are top. Grimsby Borough lost to Consett 2-0, so they dropped down. Dunstan moved to the top of the table. We're 10 points adrift from them with 7 games left. We're not getting automatic promotion. And it's becoming increasingly unlikely that we're even going to finish in the top 5. So now, the game against Matlock Town is definitely a win or bust situation. Right, we're going to keep the same team for this game against Matlock, but we've had a little change of tactic. We're keeping the same formation, the same player roles, etc., etc. But I'm moving to a much lower defensive line and a low block. The reason for that is because I'm hoping to stop conceding those goals over the top. People have probably scored welders against us now, but I just don't want to keep conceding those balls over the top because they're really starting to get on my nerves. Right, win or bust in this game. We have to win. If we lose, then I think our playoff chances are probably going to be over as well. We're already 4 points adrift from the team above us. Lose this game and the other teams in the top 5 win, and it'll be a 7-point gap with only 6 games left. And I think that will be too much to overcome. We'd need to win all of our remaining games, and at the minute we can't string a run of more than 2 games together with wins. Well, to be honest, I can't remember the last time we won back to back. We went 9 games unbeaten, but we didn't win 2 games in a row throughout that run. So I can't actually remember the last time we won 2 games in a row. It's Shepherd with a ball over the top, but it's cleared out by their defence. Byrne is on the attack. He plays it out to Sharman on the right, who gets the cross in, and it's a goalkeeper error, but it hits the post, comes back, and then he makes another error, but luckily gets it clear. Yeah. Not quite sure what he was doing or what he was trying to do, but it didn't go in. So it's still at 0-0. Not quite sure how long for, though. Byrne plays the ball over. It's to Wilder. Wilder plays it to Dickens. We're going to look to play out from the back now. We're going long. Roberts flicks it down to Hawkins. Hawkins. Can he burst through the fence? He doesn't. He goes for a shot from distance. And, yeah, didn't really trouble the goal. Keeper didn't have much to do there. And neither keepers had much to do, really. Both teams only with 1 shot on target. Very low XG. A very poor first half from both sides by the looks of it. And a goalkeeper error could have gifted Matlock the lead, but it hasn't. And we are 0-0 at the break. We need to try and get some more shots on target in this second half. We need to trouble the goal a little bit more. I'm playing a balanced mentality. I have dropped to a much lower defensive line with a low block. So most of the time our players are going to be camped out in our own half. But hopefully we can hit them on the counter and get a goal or two. Here's Roberts, who finds Hawkins in the box, and that is a penalty. The referee points to the spot. Hawkins was brought down. And it's Pitcher against their goalkeeper to give us the lead. Shoot, scores! We are 1-0 up again. We went 1-0 up in the last game and threw it away. Hopefully, we can keep the lead in this game. Pitcher from the spot, calm as you like, sends the keeper the wrong way, and we are 1-0 up. And as you can see from the stats, we have been a lot better in this second half. Is Wasma. Sagaf goes wide to Wilder, who tries the ball over the top, and it's cleared. But Pitcher drops back into midfield and regains possession. Wilder's going to get another turn to Pitcher again, who plays a very poor pass this time. And Matlock going to come out from defence, ball over the top. Wilder, Sagaf, back to Sinclair. Sinclair to Cox, playing some good football in midfield here. I'm waiting for that ball over the top. There it is. And Hawkins, can he get onto it? He does. Shoots. Saved. Gets another go. No, he doesn't. Their defence manages to get it clear. Hawkins could have put the game to bed there, to be fair. I'm going to take him off and bring on Julian Sarmiento Ramirez to play as our advance forward for the last 10 minutes. I haven't got any defenders on the bench. And there, another time where the goalkeeper does absolutely shit. My best goalkeeper conceded 5 after not turning up to training twice, so I dropped him. Then Davis comes in. We only lost 1 game in 13 before this episode, but he's made several mistakes in the last 2 games, and it's going to cost us points. And, are we going to get a chance to get a winner? Shoots. Oh! Roberts puts it just wide of the post, and we're probably going to have to settle for a point again. That'll be our 7th draw in 10 games. 11 games. Yeah, 7th draw in 11 games. We were unbeaten in 9 before this one with 6 draws. Before the last one, sorry, with 6 draws. Then we lost. Then another draw. And it's not good enough. It's not it's not promotion form. Let's just say that. If the referee finds his whistle, we might hold out for a draw. There's full time, 1-1. Again, only 2 players over a 7 rating. Not the best. Not the best. And Stockton lost. So that point does put us within 3 points of Stockton in 5th place. We're 4 points behind Wickham, 5 points behind Matlock. We're now 12 points off of Dunstan, who are top. With 6 games to go, we can't win the league. That's pretty clear. I think the best we can hope for is probably 4th or 5th. We have got 6 games. We need to win most of them. And like I said before, we haven't won 2 games in a row for a while. We'll just have a quick look at the fixture list to show you the last time we won 2 games in a row. You have to go all the way back to November, when we beat Pontefract, Lincoln United and Stocksbridge. 3 wins in a row. That's the last time we managed to get back-to-back victories. We need them again. We need them again. We've got North Ferriby, Lincoln United, Ossett, Stocksbridge, Grantham and then Grimsby Borough. And yeah, we need to win, I'd say at least 4. At least 4 of the last 6 to give us that chance of making the promotion playoffs. But as it stands, I think with our goal difference being worse off as well, if we just go back and have a look at the league, you'll see our goal difference is worse than Stockton's. A bit better than Wickham's, but we have a 4-point deficit to them. Yeah, we need to start winning games. We need to win at least 4 of our last 6. Hopefully all of them, but I doubt that's going to happen. And yeah, hopefully we'll push for a promotion playoff place. If we don't manage to make the playoffs, then I'm just going to finish off the season and we'll come back for another summer rebuild. If we do get in the playoffs, or if there's a chance of making the playoffs come the last game of the season, might play the last game of the season on camera and then the playoffs if we do make it. But that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do hit the like button, comment below just to say hi. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm currently at 113 subscribers as I record this episode, which ain't too bad really. When FM23 came out, I was on 71, 72, something like that. And I did say at the time that if I can make 150 subscribers by the end of this game cycle, or by the summer sort of thing, then I'll be quite happy. But we're well on course for it. So add to it. Hit the subscribe button. Help me reach that 150 as soon as I possibly can. Anyway, thank you very much again. I'll be back again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.